Well, hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Allie Baxter, filling in for Maya Engel for the unscripted duties today. And we have got an exciting show for you. But first, we're going to go ahead and bring in meteorologist Trevor Robideau, filling in for Joe Charlevoix. And Trevor, we have been talking all evening long about how great, well, for some of us, we saw a lot of sunshine today.
We did. We saw a lot of sunshine today, similar to yesterday, too. On the second half of the day after we had that snow in the morning clouds, we saw loads of sunshine yesterday as well. That's something we're going to see a lot more of going towards next week after we turn our clocks over. We're going to turn our clocks back. Ahead an hour this weekend. Again, that'll be Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then after that, we're going to be warm and sunny for the majority of the week. But we do have some snow shower chances to talk about going out over the course of the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. We have chances for snow. So I'll talk about that and cover the whole weather forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Trevor, thank you for that preview. We're going to go ahead and kick things off tonight with one of our top stories. Our anchor, Mark Chalette, he did a story, and he works really closely with the organization Tight Lines for Troops. Now, a couple months ago, Mark went to them, and they were able to get the word out that they are looking for veterans, because what Tight Lines to Troops does is it's volunteer boating captains who want to go out and take veterans out for a little fishing trip. We know Mason County does this, Manistee County does this as well. So Mark was able to talk with the Manistee County chapter this week, because now that they've got the veterans, they're looking for some fishing boat captains to take them out there. So here's Mark's story.
It's almost impossible to explain to someone the feelings that you get, but just the feeling of being able to hear the stories with veterans all day, and then coming back into the welcome with people flying the flags along the river and hollering, screaming, and showing off your fish as you go by.
Craig Kent has spent a lot of days over the years fishing out on the Great Lakes, but some of those days kind of stand out for him.
There's a lot of great reasons. I think some of them are pretty obvious, but just getting the guys out, having a chance to get them to reminisce with each other, along with the captains, getting to hear some of the stories from the guys.
Tight Lines for Troops out of Manistee is gearing up for its 15th event. May 16th, an evening of appreciation. Saturday, May 17th, a day out here stretching lines.
It's all about thanking them for their service and giving them a chance to reconnect with some veterans and to meet a whole lot more.
A beautiful day for not only the hundreds of volunteers, including boat captains, but more importantly, for the veterans themselves.
Seeing the veterans' appreciation, honestly, they express it the entire time, and you see them having great experiences, making new friends, some of them rekindling people that they didn't expect to see there from their past.
It's a day that's so much more than just fishing.
Very emotional, I think, for some of them, and in the community really comes out to support this event, lining the piers and the Riverwalk and doing that welcome, and I think it's just really a great all-around event.
It takes a community to pull all of this off, and this year it may take a little more from that community.
This year we've signed up a record 640 veterans. We'll only be able to get about 200 of them out on Lake Michigan. Others will have the option to fish on the river, Manistee Lake, or the shoreline, or the pier heads if they choose to do so. But that's our goal every year, is 50 boats, 4 veterans per boat, and 200 veterans on Lake Michigan.
And they're really close to hitting that goal of 50 boats and 50 captains volunteering their day on the water for the veterans. But with a record number of veterans signing up this year, Tight Lines would like to do even more.
We would be happy to go over the 50 and try to get more of this record number of veterans out on the big lake. So we would love to have another 7 or 8 or 9 boats if we could.
More big boats mean more veterans get the experience.
Absolutely. We definitely have some qualifications, but they're very simple. The boat has to be 25 feet in length. We just use that as a safety precaution, seeing as we are out on Lake Michigan. Other than that, obviously, anybody who would be interested in this would have the tackle and the rods and the setup to be able to go out and fish the Great Lakes.
With a record number of veterans signing up this year, Tight Lines has an opportunity to get a record number of veterans out there doing this year. They know it's a big ask for a boat captain, but they also know better than most that what you give is nothing compared to what you get back.
It's exhilarating to get all these guys together, to see all the reactions, to hear all their stories. It's just a tremendous event.
It is a tremendous event, just like he was saying. And if you want to be a part of helping them break those records this year, like he said, he has a record number of veterans. You can reach out to Tight Lines to Troops on their website here. And I'm going to make sure I have it right. It is tightlinesfortroops.com. So definitely reach out if you are interested in helping them out. We're going to go ahead and move on now to our next story. Well, hey, St. Patrick's Day, it is right around the corner. And if you're looking for some festivities to celebrate over the weekend, because we know St. Patrick's Day is on a Monday, so maybe a couple of days before that, you can enjoy the Leapin' Leprechaun 5K. Now, they have been doing this for a few years now. It's part of the Cherry Festival Foundation, and every year they've been supporting Munson Medical Center's birthing unit, so it's celebrating the littlest leprechauns, if you will. And to tell us more about the Leapin' Leprechaun 5K, we're going to go ahead now and bring in Kat Pay with the Festival Foundation. Hi, Kat. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm doing well. So we bring you on for a lot of different things because you're the face of a lot of different things. We've got the National Cherry Festival. We've got the Iceman cometh. But now we're getting into the springtime, and we've got to talk about the Leapin' Leprechaun 5K.
It is a fantastic event. We're excited to celebrate 15 years of the Leaping Leprechaun 5K just in about a little over a week. March 15th. It's almost go time.
So tell me a little bit more about this event, because I know even as long as I've been here, you guys kind of change it up certain years. You have different routes. So what's the route going to be like this year?
The route is going to be the same as last year. It's going to start and end on Lake Street, which will be a fantastic place. We are going to have a little bit of an after party with our friends over at the Parlor this year.
Ooh, okay.
And registration for packet pickup will actually be all day on Friday, March 14th at our office, 521 South Union. From 9 to 6. So that's a big change. We're going to allow you to come pick up your stuff all day on Friday, and then again Saturday morning from 7:30 to 8:30 before the race out on Lake Street, where you will find us getting ready. The bagpipes will be going, and it is time to start the Leapin' Leprechaun.
Well, yeah, Kat, this is a really big deal, but tell me about the giving back component of this, working with Munson Medical Center.
It is incredible to partner with Munson Medical Center Foundation for the littlest leprechauns of our community and supporting the NICU and the Family Birthing Center that is to come. It has been an honor for our organization. It is the last probably 5-6 years we've been supporting Munson Foundation through this endeavor, and we've given over $29,000 to date. So we're excited to continue that, and proceeds of this event will continue to go to the Munson Foundation.
And are we looking to maybe break any records this year, whether that be number of runners, number of donations?
Well, so far we're not breaking any records of numbers. The weather has been a little chilly, so I don't think everyone is ready to necessarily run yet. But registration is still open, leapingleprechauntc.com, and we'd love to have more runners.
Well, hey, we'll get our meteorologist Trevor Robideau on that. We'll start we'll forecast some sunny skies. So even if it's a little chilly out there, just having those blue skies to go along with things should encourage more people to get out there and run.
Absolutely, we would love that.
Well, and going along with the spirit of this event, I have to ask, are costumes encouraged for this? Do we need to show up in our best green? I'm not wearing green right now, I'm wearing red, but...
Hey, we do love red, but green is definitely encouraged. Tutus, all of the things, kilts, green socks, costumes are encouraged. There is a costume contest as well as a costume dog contest. So dress your pet, dress yourselves, come out for the Leaping Leprechaun, and I hear later there might be a parade downtown. So it is very fun. We are excited to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in style at the Leaping Leprechaun 5K.
And I love to hear, too, that you can bring along your four-legged furry friends as well.
Yes, absolutely. Those with children and, of course, our four-legged friends, we do ask you to kind of go to the back of the pack to make sure that your dog and your furry friend is definitely safe. And then, of course, wagons, strollers, all of that is definitely encouraged. It is a family-friendly event and a lot of fun.
Yeah. So while there is definitely an element of competition to this, it is a 5K, it is really open to families. You really want people to come out and have a good time here. So that's runners and walkers, right?
Of course. It is very family-friendly, very fun. It is a timed event. So those who are definitely into the competition, we do have medals and age groups and all of that goodness. But for those just who want to have fun on March 15th, we also have, you know, a lot of fun with the costume contest and the finish. There are cookies, bananas, granola bars, and go-go squeeze.
Now, Kat, how many years has this been happening now?
We are in our 15th anniversary this year.
Ooh, that's a big anniversary to be celebrating.
It is. It's a lot of fun. And honestly, Fifth Third Bank has been our sponsor since the beginning. So we definitely appreciate their support, as well as several others who've kept this event going the last 15 years.
Yeah, shout out to them. How have you seen this 5K grow since the beginning?
Well, I think it's been really fun. It's been anywhere between 700 and 1,000 runners, depending on the year. It's not a really huge race, which is also kind of a delight. It's really fun for families to get out and try something a little different, get that New Year's spirit in going and being healthy and active. And what better way than at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning in your favorite green to go ahead and celebrate.
And Kat, I know you already mentioned this earlier, but just in case people haven't signed up for this event yet, what would be the best way to do that?
Certainly head on over to our website, leapingleprechaun.tc.com, to go ahead and register.
And then you said, what is new about the event this year that you want to highlight?
We don't have a ton of new stuff except the packet pickup. We'll be on Friday, March 14th from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. in our office, which is 521 South Union is our address, and you can go ahead and pick up your packet at any time during that day, which is new for us. And then the morning of, there's also packet pickup from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. The course is the same as last year and is also featured on our website, leapingleprechaun.tc.com.
Well, Kat, I do have one more question for you here. What is your favorite memory over the last 15 years of the Leaping Leprechaun 5K?
Oh my goodness. One of my favorite memories actually is moving it to being a charity event, something that benefits the Munson Medical Center. It is something very near and dear to my heart, and the NICU and the Family Birthing Center. I have some very dear friends, as well as many others in the community who've had to utilize our NICU, and those things need some updates from time to time. So it has been an honor to continue that with the Munson Foundation and continue to support those kids that need that extra care.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And we will be putting a link on our website for the Leapin' Leprechaun 5K and how you can sign up. Now, before we head into our first commercial break here, we are going to go over our question of the day. Today was a big day because today is the opening day of Moomers Ice Cream. So we wanted to ask you guys, which new Moomers Ice Cream flavor do you want to try? If you are a longtime fan of Moomers, then you know that every year they bring out 4 new flavors to debut, and whether those stick around or not, it's really kind of up to the community. So we have this year Over the River and Through the Woods, TC Chocolate S'more, the Sandbar, and Detour Ahead. And I think I have some time here to read through what those are. So we've got Over the River, French vanilla banana bread ice cream with Biscoff cookies and a Biscoff cookie butter swirl. The TC Chocolate S'more is chocolate ice cream with cherry swirl, fudge brownies, and mini marshmallows. The Sandbar is cinnamon ice cream with pecan sandy cookie pieces and a honey swirl. Detour Ahead is vanilla ice cream with a pretzel swirl, caramel swirl, and chocolate flakes. That one inspired by the M72 and M22 project. And so far we have, it looks like TC Chocolate S'more is winning right now, but if you would like to make your opinion known, we will be putting that, for those of you joining us online, we will be putting that QR code back up during the break, so you do still have time to vote on that. But we are going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. When we do come back, we'll be checking in again with meteorologist Trevor Robideau about what's in store for you for your weather this weekend. You're watching Up North Live Unscripted.
I'm Jada Johnson from Big Boys TV, and the Fish and Game Report is sponsored by Johnson's Propane.
Welcome back to Up North Live Unscripted. Let's go ahead now and bring in our meteorologist, Trevor Robideau. And Trevor, I just looked over because we've been talking about the sunshine a lot, and you've got the Gaylord weather camera behind you, and it is pouring snow right now. I kind of feel like I jinxed things.
we might have, when we were talking about sunshine, we got everybody all excited at the intro. What I failed to talk about during the intro to this was that we do still have some snow to go through before we can get to all that sunshine.
We're just excited, okay? We're
so
excited.
excited. It's been such a snowy and also, quite frankly, very cloudy winter as well that we're so excited to get towards spring. Well, we're going to have a pretty decent amount of that this week. We just have to get through some snow over the weekend. Fortunately, right now is a part of that. We'll take a look at our temperatures over the map right now. There's a cold front passing through the region, which is a result of said snow. And you can see the cooling temperatures behind that cold front. This is a rather weak cold front. Temperatures won't drop too much behind this, and we're not expecting a whole lot of snow from this, or at the very least, the snow won't last very long, but nevertheless, we do have snow. But beyond that, warming temperatures into next week. Next week, we, as far as high temperatures are concerned, for the almost entirety of the week, as an average, should stay well above freezing. We even have the chance to get into 60s by a week from now, so look forward to that. I'm going to be on vacation next Friday, and I am looking very much forward to potentially being in 60-degree range by then. We also, keeping in the topic of spring, have spring forward, or daylight saving time. That's this weekend, particularly on Saturday into Sunday. Our clocks turn ahead an hour again. Now, obviously, the bad thing that people don't like about this is that we lose an hour of sleep, but the good news is that the sun stays out longer. New sunrise is at just about 8 o'clock in the morning and getting earlier, and then the new sunset is 7:42 and getting later. We're getting more and more sunshine for the total of the day. We're getting very, very close to 12 hours of sunshine a day. And on top of that, the actual start of spring won't be until March 20th at 5 a.m. in the morning. But we are getting closer and closer to it. And then there's a look over Gaylord Alley. Was just talking about this. We do have some snow on the camera right now, low visibility, and also some drifting snow as well. I'll take a look at this on radar. There it is. Most of it is across the Straits region. That's going to continue to move south. You can see you could draw a line basically anywhere from far western and Leelanau County, stretching all the way over into Rogers City, a little bit of a curve along that cold front. That's going to continue moving to the southeast tonight. And so pretty much everybody has a chance for some passing snow tonight. Accumulations could be as high as about an inch or maybe a little more, but it won't last long. Getting into tomorrow morning, maybe a little isolated lake effect in the eastern upper. Tomorrow morning, it should stay mostly dry with a few isolated flurries possible. Some sunshine off to the east perhaps as well. And then in the afternoon, mainly in the afternoon, so the morning should stay fine. We'll have some passing snow with another system coming through, and the majority of this will be in the northern lower. We're expecting about 1 to 3 inches of accumulation with this, potentially messy, low visibility at times, but not a huge downpour by any means. That'll pass through, isolated lake effect behind that, possible for a brief period. And then another potential system up north looks like a passing clipper that'll impact mostly the eastern upper on Sunday afternoon. So we got chances for some snow this week. Again, potentially an inch tonight in some spots, and another 1 to 3 inches with said system tomorrow. Again, mainly in the afternoon, mainly in the northern lower, and then the system on Sunday as well. So we got chances for snow this weekend, but then after that, going towards next week, it's going to dry out real nicely. We'll get very dry conditions and also warming temperatures. Partly cloudy with some isolated snow showers tonight. Temperatures mainly in the teens, although I would not at all be surprised if we get down to single digits. I think temperatures could get low as 5 tonight for some spots, especially in the eastern upper. Tomorrow, mainly PM snow. Again, we'll start off dry with a few flurries. Some cloud cover, mainly to the west. I think the east will start off with more sunshine. And then that system will move in the afternoon. Temperatures right around freezing for most people as an average. Don't forget to set your clock forward this weekend, and then warm temperatures next week.
All right, well, thank you, Trevor. And as we head into our next commercial break, for those of you joining us online, don't forget to vote for our question of the day. Which new Moomers ice cream flavor do you want to try? You're watching Up North Live Unscripted. Welcome back to Up North Live Unscripted. Now, Sports Director Harrison Beebe is not here live with us tonight, but that's because he is out gathering some footage of the district basketball games going on. But he did leave behind a little preview of what he's doing tonight.
We're back on the basketball floor tonight for district finals for girls high school hoops. Here's a look at the games we're heading to tonight. Traverse City Central and Marquette in Division I. The Trojans hosting this one. Marquette beat them in the regular season. What's going to happen now that it's a win-or-go-home scenario? We'll find out. In Division II, Sault Ste. Marie and Kingsley, a great matchup at a neutral site in Boyne City. We'll have highlights from their game. And Harbor Springs and East Jordan, two of the best players in Northern Michigan. Got Olivia Flynn on the Rams and June Kirkpatrick on the Red Devils. Should be exciting to see what happens there. Staying in Division III, we know Manton is hosting Glen Lake for a district title tonight. And in Division IV, we'll have a triple header of highlights coming your way. Buckley plays host to Bel Air. Leland and Frankfort meet up for a third time this season in the Frankfort gym. And Necoma and Brethren. Speaking of Northwest Conference teams rematching in the district finals, that'll be the case when the Bobcats visit the Portagers. We'll recap everything from girls district finals night tonight during Hometown Highlights. Let's head down to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, where the Alpena Wildcats and their fans pretty excited to be taking part in their first state semifinal in high school hockey in 18 seasons. It's been since 2007 since Alpena has been represented on the grand stage. But it was a tough draw in the Division III semifinals with top seed Orchard Lake St. Mary's. They scored early and they scored often as they put up a huge 9-1 win over the Wildcats to end their season in the state semifinals. Gavin Winterstein scored the lone goal for the Wildcats in this one as they finished the season in the semifinals at USA Hockey Arena. Speaking of hockey, the Red Wings made some news today. The NHL trade deadline, acquiring two players from the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for center Joe Veleno. Veleno had not logged many minutes with the Wings this season, making him very expendable for the trade deadline. In exchange, the Red Wings were able to obtain a former goalie, Peter Mrazek, from the last decade. He's going to be in a Red Wing uniform for the rest of this season, along with center Craig Smith. The Red Wings as a team have dropped 4 straight. They're taking on the Washington Capitals tonight. That'll do it for sports. I'm Harrison Beebe.
And Harrison will have those highlights for you later at 11. I think even Trevor Robideau said he's going out to grab a game later. So he will have all those highlights for you ahead tonight at 11. And as we head into our last commercial break here, again, a reminder to vote on our question of the day. Which new Moomers ice cream flavor do you want to try? So for those of you joining us online, that QR code will be on your screen. You're watching Up North Live Unscripted.
Salon services are furnished by Epiphany Advanced Academy in East Acme.
Welcome back to Up North Live Unscripted. We're going to end here with our question of the day. Again, that's which new Moomers ice cream flavor do you want to try? Now, I did ask Trevor, and he said the sandbar. That's the cinnamon ice cream one. And then I think I would try the Detour Ahead, the one inspired by the M72 project. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on Up North Live Unscripted. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.